globe. It's the start of blessing here, 23rd April 2024. Here, capital city, national capital of Nigeria, Lagos State. I thank you for always standing by with us, and we really apologize that we're starting a little behind schedule this morning. And I know a lot of people have been online. Sorry, and it's just because of the shower network this morning, so that we can have all our reviewers standing by here for us this morning. Bystanders at Newsstand. My name is Malaki Larry. Yes, this edition, this episode, Bystanders this morning, promises to be an exciting one. We will all enjoy it, but we will all have one thing or the other to contribute. And I also want to take your involvement that all parents, all children, respect one another. Please respect ideas. If you do not support somebody's ideas, let's not turn it to abuse. Let's not turn it to cyberbully. Let's not turn it to insult. Thank you, and I know you always appreciate that because we're all mature people. This is Bystanders at the Newsstand this morning. I want to quickly go straight ahead to the major headlines that we have this morning with the newspapers here with me. I'd like to start with the Salient Times newspaper this morning. The Salient Times major headline here says, Nigeria not mature for state police. Inspector General of Police insists Nigeria not mature for state police. IGP insists. Abdusalami, Jonathan, others attend state police dialogue. That's the sub-heading there this morning. And that's the major news headline for the Salient Times newspaper this morning. Now let's go to the Blueprint. It's the same major headline, and that's the news that I've been making rounds since yesterday after the House of Representatives and the Center for Policy on Legislation and all other areas did a community seminar on state policing. Blueprint newspapers this morning says Nigeria not yet ripe for state police. IGP declares. And I'll quickly go to the Platform Times this morning. Neglect at Ogun border communities shock federal government delegation. Begins borehole drilling. Pledges more intervention. That's for the Platform Times this morning. It's quite different from all the major headlines that we have been reading. Then I'll go to the Daily Times newspaper. The Daily Times newspaper this morning also says Nigeria not yet ripe for state police. IGP insists. And there's a picture story there on the seminar, on the program that Jonathan said yesterday that it is not negotiable. State police is not negotiable. And where the IGP also said we are not ready for state police in Nigeria. In this picture story, we have Abdusalami Abubakar. That's the former military head of state of Nigeria. And we have former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. We have Vice President Shetima, who represented President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the event yesterday. And we have other House of Reps members, speakers, Deputy Speaker of the Senate and all that represented here in this picture story. I'll quickly go to Nigerian News Direct, which says Nigeria immature for implementation will be abused by governors. IGP says that's on the issue of state police. This Nigerian newspaper says Nigeria not ripe for state police. Igp Egbetokun shoots down clamor. Ex-President Jonathan, let's stop the debate. It's long overdue. We'll consider implications from multiple perspectives. That's according to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu this morning. IGP Jonathan, ex-military ruler Akpabio disagree on state police. That's in the First News newspaper this morning. The First News newspaper says at National Security Dialogue that was organized by the Federal House of Representatives yesterday, says IGP Jonathan, ex-military ruler Akpabio disagree on state police. So I'll quickly go to the New Telegraph. The New Telegraph newspaper this morning, 23rd April 2024, says IGP kicks against state police, wants NSCDC, FRSC merged under the Nigeria Police Force. That's for the New Telegraph newspaper this morning. The same headlines goes on the Vanguard newspaper. IGP kicks as president orders back state police. And the same also goes to the Daily Independent newspaper. It's the same headline which says IGP Egbetokun disagrees with Tinubu governors on state police. The Punch newspaper this morning has quite a very different headline which says no Nigerian shopper. Chinese operators risk sanctions as federal government shuts Abuja supermarkets. Chinese operators risk sanctions as federal government shuts Abuja supermarket. Consumer Agency plans Wednesday tribunal, says CCTV footage shows owner fled Monday morning. Federal government identifies fleeing operator. Punch investigation reveals Lagos Indian school bars Nigerians. That's the major headlines for the Punch newspaper. Before I leave the Punch newspaper this morning, I'd like to quickly touch other headlines there, which says Tinubu blames illegal mining for terrorism funding. That's in the Punch newspaper this morning. Federal government to unbundle 11 discos, orders sale of 4. Federal government warns of governor's excesses as federal government insists. IG warns of governor's excesses as federal government insists on state police. That is for the Punch newspaper this morning. The Guardian is also different. The headline there says, on recapitalization, insurers, banks compete for scarce funds under new NIACOM. The Daily Trust is also on the IG kicks as Jonathan others canvass state police. That will be all for the major newspaper headlines this morning. And I want to quickly have my first reviewer on the program this morning, and that's the person of Mr. David. Mr. David, you are welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning. I hope the cold is not that much.
It is, but we still have to create time to come and speak and then dissect national issues.
Okay. Yes, on this issue of state police, the Inspector General of Police has said this cannot work at this time. But Jonathan, federal government, governors, and some people say it is not negotiable.
Good morning to everyone and all our viewers, and to you, Mr. Kadesh, the anchor of this program. Thank you for that, Mr. Kadesh. Those are what I've told you behind the scene, behind the camera. I am not in support of state police. Now, the question is, the ones we have, how has government funded them? You've not funded the federal police. Now, the federal government is trying to push, set up a bill that will give room for state police. I am not against police. State police has advantage and disadvantages. But the disadvantages of police is what? Enormous. The governors will become emperors in their states. Now let's imagine that the governor is not in good terms with the CP of a particular state. If there is conflict, the governor needs to write to the IG soliciting to change the CP of that state, probably beg him to bring new CP. But now it is now at the discretion of the IG of police either to redeploy the CP in that state or to allow the CP of that particular state remains. But now, in this case of state police, it will be a different ball game. the governor of that state will hire and fire. And now let's not forget that now, if there is state police, every commissioner of that police will be a card member of the ruling party in that state. So now that means now they will become tools in the hands of politicians. If a local government chairman is an ally to the governor would even give the local government chairman escorts. Very soon, councillor too can go with escorts because the governor is in control of the police. Rather, I would rather propose government should open recruitment portal and list people. If there is not enough manpower in the police system, let them recruit people. Let them recruit people. Because state police is not the option. Now, even the federal government too, how much are they paying the police? The least officer in the Nigerian police at least earn 60,000 naira. That is the constable. Yeah. Now we have some governors who cannot pay salary. Eyabelo now are doing helter skelter now. For good how many years he was able to pay salary. Now how sure are you such a man would pay the police he employ? Now giving the governors more burden, because now these governors themselves don't even know the future implication of this state police. You run to Abuja to beg for money, and those who are in Abuja are not paying this police well. The police in Nigeria are underfunded. Now you want to tell the state governors to close the police. Where would they get the money from? Civil servants are dying in numbers. They are not good infrastructures in states. Now you want them to handle this issue of security. That means now if the state police in every state, let me use Lagos for example, APC is the ruling party in Lagos state. That means opposition will be silent because the governors know how powerful they are. Let's just assume a cartel like Wike is the sort of police in the state. Now, what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? Wike will use it to oppress people that beside the government because he is in charge. And now, if the governors fails to pay this state police that they are discussing about, if the governments fail to pay them a good remuneration, it will backfire. Those who too will not become tormentors in the state, just like we have federal stars. If the state governments can no longer pay them, those ones will now come on streets and start harassing people.
Okay, yes, a lot of us have been clamoring that this present government should look into the 2014 confab report of Goodluck Jonathan, and which will help in amendment of the Constitution of Nigeria. And one of the major things there in that confab report is this state police. Now that we have brought the matter of state police out, and you are saying we don't need it, that means other things will still come that will be of benefit to Nigerians, and you Nigerians will still say you don't need it.
What is the benefit of you giving power to oppressors? No, that is just the matter of it. Now, just like what I said, if a governor is not in good terms with the CP of the state, there'll be what? A bottleneck for you to reach out to the IG. You cannot just fire the CP of your state. You need to pass through some bureaucratic processes, and that alone, that process might go well. It might not go well, but if there is state police, now the governor will just come and say, Mr. CP, you are fired. You see, I'm not saying state police is good, but Nigeria is not right for it. It
You are
can
not
only
saying
drive.
state police is
It's
not.
good, it's not good. But Nigeria is not ready for it. No, just like what the IG said. It can only thrive in the Western world when the law can catch up with everybody, both serving and not serving senator. Now, the governor controls CP. What do you think will happen? Eh? Nobody will arrest him. Even if he's on the right, even if he's on the right track. Let's not forget that Nigeria is still a developing nation. We still have corruption, but we are still trying to curb corruption. We have some, see everything indices that makes a country underdeveloped is attributed to to Nigeria. Sir, the question is how much is the federal government paying the police in Nigeria? These guys are underfunded. These guys are not earning good salary. Now, the states now will not create. Now, what the idea recommended is that we don't need to have two bogus agencies. Why don't you merge them together? NNCC, civil defense, and then no safety. Merge them together. Let them become one.
He didn't say they should merge them together. He said they should bring them to
under
Nigeria
police.
Force.
That is still.
Do you think that is good enough? Do you think if
to become one?
To become one.
Yes, now. Other than you paying money that see, giving out money to people now, giving out money to people and then still the same job function, the same job role. What? Okay, now what is the work of civil defense? And then these are the things that police ought to do. Sir, my fear is today that state governors are championing, clamoring for state police because there will be at the receiving end. It will be, for them it is a welcome development because they will be in charge.
Okay.
To oppress people.
Okay, if you look at it from that angle, that's okay. Because of the susceptibility to abuse, we may not need state police like you have said. Looking at the security architecture of every state, it's in the power of the governors. Now, do you now support the local security apparatuses? Do you think those ones should be more funded to assist
the local vigilantes?
Yes.
No, if you had made mention of the local vigilantes, even to a layman, I would recommend that. At least it will help. You see, in Oyo State, Amotekun is thriving.
Okay, if you say you can recommend that, now, what we want now is for the federal government to recognize these local vigilantes in every state. Do you not think that these governors too can still make use of these local vigilantes?
Look,
because they will have commandants too.
See, that would be see what is the work of the local vigilante? No, okay. Will you tell local vigilante to be involved in policies? These are vigilantes. It is not about police. Police is quite different from vigilante.
Well, when we say vigilantes, their duty is not quite different from policing.
No. A local vigilante cannot tell me to bring my phone out and start, see, let me search your phone.
No, but
I'm telling you.
If they're suspicious of your actions, they can still tell you to do that.
Suspicious of my actions?
Yes. Okay.
Neighborhood vigilantes that we have in Lagos don't go around harassing people.
But you think when they don't go around harassing people and they see somebody that is doing what is not right, they cannot ask the person, they cannot question the person? They are at every liberty to question the person. So when in the questioning they ask for your phone to check one or two things, maybe you are calling somebody to come and kidnap somebody here and they overheard that.
So that is a very different scenario.
It's still a local.
No,
form of policing.
That is their role is being spelled out when it comes to local policing. But see, I mean, my point is harassing people should not be the major aim of it. But sir, you know, an average man sees powers to oppress people. An average black man likes power. power. Even me today, if you give me power, make I somebody put it for sale. Really, that is it. Power intoxicates.
When we continue to think like that,
No,
that means
no.
but that's
No, see, sir, I'm not citing example.
Yes.
You hear what Igp told for brother? He said, if you think power is not necessary, why are you struggling for it? Bola Tinubu had everything. He had the money. Bola Tinubu, he had money. He had influence. He had connection.
Okay, finally.
All over the world.
With IGP disagreeing with state police, do you think he doesn't have an hidden agenda?
What's hidden agenda?
Well, I'm asking you.
There is, see, even we the masses will be a benefactor of this at the long run, because you keep saying Fulani herdsmen killing. Why don't you enlist people into the Nigerian police force? Open the portal, enlist them. People will get jobs. Post them to every state. That is policing. Rather than you giving rather than you giving governors the liberty to control security architecture in the state, sir. Mr. Kadesh, I think a governor, if you are not in line with his policies and administration, you know what that will spell out for the position. Now, I'm looking at it from the negative aspect of it. The positive side of it is just minute. But, it's just minimal. But the negative time of it, this governors want power. This governor can go any length just to make sure that they use this state police to oppress their opposition in the country. And then again, how much will they be? How much will be paid to state police if the federal government cannot fund the federal police, and now state governors cannot pay salaries? Look at them.
Thank you very much.
State governors cannot pay salary now. Now they're still begging.
We still have a lot.
Can I say this last one?
Just in 1 minute, please.
They are still begging to what? Incur more debt again. So that later we send no money to work to create roads. Let us focus on road. Let issues of security be what? Exclusive list.
Thank you very much.
Man, just purpose.
Mazi ekele mono.
Yeah, I'm making a go. My brother.
Yes,
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning.
Yes, state police. IGP is saying no. Federal government is saying yes. In fact, being backed by Jonathan, who was the one who initiated and had the confer in 2014. Some of the reports there say state police is one of the things that they all nodded to. What is your take on it?
My brother, Kola Kadesh, I give my nod to state police. Do you know why?
Why?
They are going to make the job very easier for the federal police. I mean that federal police have, gigantic job, colossal job to do. But when Nigeria have state police, I mean the states of the whole federation have their own police. They enroll the indigenous people of those states into the police, state police. I think the federal police have lesser job to do, because both should have a senate. They will merge together, and the job won't be very difficult for them again. I don't want to understand. So if anybody is telling you, I am Inspector General Police of Nigeria, Nigerian Inspector General Police, it is not going to work. Kadesh, let me tell you, such is a narrative. I said it's always based on 419. 419 narrative. Format, see, why must you have not done well? You have not done well and you have failed, and somebody is coming to help you. Actually, you've seen it, that person, if collaborates with you, you are going to do well. You are going to be competent enough. You say, no, I can do it. I can carry the hurdle. Yet you are failing. Admiring failure. Federal police should do their own job, and state police should step in now to make the job so easier and light for the federal police. See, let me shock you. If Anambra State employ or enroll Anambra indigenes into Anambra State Police, it will be very difficult for Fulani man, for herdsman, from herdsmen from Mali and Kenya to come into Anambra State from the axis where we have border with Benue State and the Kogi State is impossible. Anambra police are to Anambra land. Imo State police are to Imo State land. It is very difficult for these foreign Fulani men to come here and brag with us. The federal police have gone a long way to deny the indigenous people of this country their own rights over, ownership rights over their land. We have many situations whereby Nigerian police are abating herdsmen. In Ogun State, I can give you instance. Yewa local government, where the soldiers, what?
Yewa is a region. We have a lot of local
government. Thank you. I conniving with the Fulani herdsmen to shoot the indigenous people of that land. We watch it. Supporting the Fulani herdsmen because the local vigilantes are fighting them to leave their land where they are grazing on their farmland.
Okay, now
see, let me tell you, if you do it, the indigenous people of that land that are enlisted within the police of that state will never allow this to happen. Rather, there will be a collaboration between the states and the federal. Two of them will collaborate together and fight security in any state of the federation. I'm of the support that we needed police, state police.
Okay, now that the IGP is saying we are not ripe for it, do you think he has an hidden agenda?
There are hidden agenda, yeah. You see,
you think so?
Yes, I think so. Let me elaborate. Let me just expatiate on that. When he says we are not ripe for that, tell him how many years is MPF in Nigerian nation. Okay, let's say we had independence in 1960. 1960 till now is 64 years. 64. So Nigerian police has come of age. Yet there are many loopholes, punctured parts of that formation from where security are leaking. See, when you know the accurate meaning of policing the society, policing the Nigerian citizenry, the entire federation, you will find out that you must not make a mistake because police is our friend. But in a situation whereby there are many stories pointing finger at Nigerian police where they've gotten it wrong. Okay, in 1986, a policeman was convicted of armed robbery. The first policeman that convicted of armed robbery in Nigeria during Babangida regime. Can you tell me his name? George Enyamu, ASP. He was just tied on the stake.
Yeah.
He's a federal police. So meaning the job is too hectic for them. I'm trying to beg AIG, Oga, please, let the state police help you. You have come of age. You have worked, and do you know what happened now? Oga IG, Nigerian police, they work now like this. They are limping. Because why? They have worked a longer way, and now they are tired. Let state police come and assist them, Oga. If the job is too heavy for me, I will either invite my neighbor or collaborate with a fellow Nigerian to do what? To do that job. And I will have stress-free job.
Before you leave, I'll ask two questions.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir. I wrote one down.
Yes, sir.
I said, do you not see conflicts of jurisdiction arising from overlapping authorities between federal and state police?
Thank you so much. Something like that must arise.
So what are we going to do about it?
We are human beings. We are human beings because Inspector General of Police of the state police, of any state police, will be appointed by the governor or the police formation of that state, and they must know how to go about it. These military forces, police is one of the military forces. They are not civilians. They are like courts. They should know how to settle any prevailing issues within themselves, among themselves. See, let me tell you, if it arises, I know it must arise. But police, MPF should be on centrality, while the state police will be for the states. If they have any problem, I think they will know how to settle it. After all, the governor is there, the Department of Executive is there, that's the presidency. I don't think there will be problem because the issue of security in Nigeria will be a past thing. I listen to me. It will be a thing of the past. Let the state police come. We've never tried them. We have never tested them. But Nigerian nation is as old as MPF. Still, if every Nigerian has story to tell about MPF. Please, they should come. When they come, state police come, there will be a competition sort of between the state police and the federal police. Who will do his job well? The stage is thrown open. People will mark and score state police. People will then mark, give marks and score the federal police. So it's gonna be a competition sort of. Anybody that is telling you no, examine him well. He has skeleton in his cupboard. I listen to me. State police should alleviate heavy job this time around being done by the MPF on daily basis. Is weighing down on them. Situation whereby you see armed robbers killing MPF is not good now. But if the state police are there, they should all synergize. There will be a synergy this time around. Collaboration. Two of them will fight crime to stand still. These bandits and herdsmen terrorists, they will no longer maim and kill in the mid-belt. Just last weekend, do you know how many soldiers there were shot? And the civilians in the mid-belt, they are still killing. Now. But if the state police come, all those mid-belt states, I think they will synergize together. I mean the state police over there, Taraba, Plateau State, Kogi, Benue State, and so on and so forth, even Niger State. They would like to collude together to make sure that they bring the crime rate on the mid-belt down. Anybody that is suggesting that state police is not right, examine that person, look at him well. Look at his ancestral background. I think they might be one of those visitors that came into this country in 18th century. They are visitors. And they want to control everywhere. This time around, Tinubu to wake up. Lawmakers to wake up. I mean the upper and lower one. They should wake up. They should embrace change now. Because if power goes to the north again, Nigeria will have themselves.
Okay, let's look at it from this angle. The IGP has said, instead of forming state police, why do we not merge NSCDSC and FRC
yes,
with the police? Then I am also going to know what you think on, instead of the state police, why not let us look for ways to legalize community security apparatus?
They are not competent enough.
No. Okay, when you say they are not competent enough, who are those that we are going to bring into this state police force?
These state police force are going to be well trained.
Who is going to train them?
There are foreign establishments.
Do you not think that if we get foreign establishments, like you say, outrightly, to train these local vigilantes
or the state police?
No, these local vigilantes, because I know most states in Nigeria now have local vigilantes.
Yes.
From community level to local government to state.
Thank you.
If we get people to train them well, do you not think that they can do better?
They can do better, but let me tell you, do you know what happened? The local vigilantes were not allowed enough space, enough time, not given even sophisticated equipment to fight crime in their various states. If you form any local vigilante in your state, federal government will say, no, don't give them AK-47, don't give them AK-49. Fulani will be wearing AK-47 and AK-59, killing and shooting Nigerians. While these local vigilantes are denied of sophisticated weapons. If you form ESN in the southeastern Nigeria, federal government under Buhari said, no, don't allow them. Okay, if you allow them, give them bird rifles and airborsa, so that they will use airborsa to fight Fulani men that are wielding AK-49. So let me tell you, if you do that, they will surely counter it. That one look like a gun.
That's why I said, let's be careful.
Let me tell you, no, not be careful. Police, if they are state police, they would have apprehended him and check that. Because that shield is for gun. My gun. Gun is that. Even if it is a double barrel, they must check your documents.
I don't know if our camera can. It has gone far.
Our viewers will see
what he just went with now. Looks like a
not looks like gun. Now double barrel get it. If they search him, If they get the normal document, he will go free. But if not, they should arrest him and look at him. And the police are saying this kind of thing, they should apprehend him. They should apprehend him.
Okay, please, let's go ahead.
So, my brother, merging together Road Safety Commission, Federal Road Safety Commission, the Immigration, the Customs, the Civil Defense Corps to come together to assist Federal Police. You know the point here now. They are the same federal. The training, the orientation, they have everything same with Federal Police. So we need visitors. We need new people with different new orientation to come in, well remunerated, trained, and enough incentives given to them. I think they can outperform even Federal Police.
Okay, let me ask you finally now, this morning.
Yeah.
Yes, when we look at the Federal Police, the Nigerian Police Force,
Yes.
we have commissioners in every state.
Yeah.
Do you not think, because every governor of every state has the security architecture within him,
Yes.
he has it.
Yeah.
Do you not think if state police supports Nigerian police force to a strong extent, like with training,
They will collaborate
equipment,
well.
manpower,
Yeah.
and some things that they need, even with remuneration,
Yeah.
do you not think that the Nigerian police force will work more effectively than they are
Not in
now?
our society. You know what is norm in Nigeria? They can't work like that. Federal police will like to lord it over the state police. Are you listening to me? By going contrary by the law. No, to the law. They won't. You know the norm in Nigeria now. Federal police will tell you that we are here before you. So that's why every one of them should be independent of each other. Police, state police, funding will be from the state resources and allocation. Federal police, you of course know, is from federal. And let me talk to you again. Are you trying to tell me that they should come together when Nigerian police to receive their salary today? No, okay. When they are paying salary in Nigerian police, let me tell you, I have many classmates, schoolmates that are working. I don't want to mention the police location where they are, but at least I have my friend, Texas. Let me use the guy name we call him in the school, Texas. Because if I mention his name, it is not good. Texas is now working with Atadekunle, this Banti.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
See, the guy is telling me that if your name, Papa name starts with Arrow, while paying salary, they pay alphabetically. You will be the first batch. If your Papa name happen to be Zabede, which is Z, before they pay you, you are going to stay like 3 months. He told me that before they could collect their salary, then they sought salary officer. I'm telling you, as of 94, 93, I'm telling you, currently.
Is it because his own surname is Yunusa?
Z.
No, why? You know, let's not even look at Z. Maybe Y before Z.
So, my brother, let me tell you. So, this is what is working within that organization. And what we need is, let us look into the two working together. As you said, I think if the two could work together thoroughly, without blemish, I support it. Because one is more experienced than the other. But let me tell you, if you allow federal police and state police to collaborate, one will infiltrate the other by what? Pollution. Yes. Giving them orientation of, now, give me, I give you, from hands, from back. Federal police will actually not do well if allowed for the two to synergize. One will corrupt the other. We know that. So let the state police come. Indigenous of every state of the federation will be enrolled into state police, well remunerated, good packages. Then there will be competition, and federal will like to remunerate their own federal police with good packages, cars, free education for their children.
But there are civil servants working who are still complaining of no pay, no good services, no welfare.
My comment.
So what will be different? Is it because these people are going to carry guns, that's why the government is going to pay them well?
If you don't pay a man, if you owe a man that has gun in his hands, if he gets annoyed or you delay his salary, you will scale the fence any day he comes for his salary. I think you know what I'm saying.
So
an angry man is a hungry man.
That means so the civil servants who have guns too can scare the governor.
They can still scare the governor too.
No, but it shouldn't be like
no,
that.
it should be because there are enough fund for the governors to pay salary. Look at Yaya Bello. Have you not watched that woman that come out and say, I worked for how many years for Yaya Bello, he could not pay us. Upon the fact that a fraud of 80 billion is hanging on Yaya Bello's neck. Don't you know there are elements of truth on what Tinubu is doing now against Yaya Bello? Forget about we say, is Tinubu not squarely fighting corruption in Nigeria? No. In every rumor, at least
there's an truth.
I listen to me. So don't you know? The governors are well paid.
So you believe the governors can fund state police?
Too much now. Do you know the kind of allocation
but they are not funding the state well at the moment.
You want me to say something now? If you say it. If you say Raf,
do not abuse.
I don't abuse anymore. If you see the kind of allocation that is going to Anambra State now, the one that will generate within Anambra Nation, Anambra State as a state, the one that is coming from federal, don't you think that Soludo is supposed to outperform Obi's feet? But Soludo is there. Go to Onitsha again, play physics, dump. Onitsha has become a dump site now. Soludo, that is the lack, what I call excesses, the antecedents, the misdoings of the governors. So-called governors, they focus on security votes. And that money is going into their pocket. They are not using it to fund the state.
So what makes you think, what makes you believe they will fund this police well?
They will. Do you know the reason why?
Why?
The people that are going to be enrolled into this police are going to be from that state.
Okay, civil servants are not from that state.
No. Civil servants that are from that state, they are part of the corruption you find in the state.
What of the ordinary man on the street who is not enjoying the dividends of democracy?
Thank you.
Are they not from that state?
Yes, they will be employed. Ordinary man, men,
we don't.
boys,
a lot of people do not think they need the employment of the governor before the government, basically, before they enjoy dividends of democracy.
See, that's why it is a norm. Corruption is a norm in Nigeria. Because dividend of democracy, as I'm talking to you now, you should be enjoying it. I should be enjoying it. Are you enjoying it?
Well,
am I enjoying it? In Anambra State now, I'm citing my state as an example so that nobody will say he's using Ondo or Ogun or Kano. See, go and see by yourself. Obi stopped how many years ago? Obiano came and did at least a bit better. Go and see what Charles, a professor, is doing there. A professor that Obi said, come and show your professorial responsibility or competence by ruling Anambra State as a governor. Charles Soludo has turned his back on most of the infrastructures remained or built by Obi, and the Obiano is doing another thing. He's busy romancing his masters. I listen to me in the north. See, let me tell you. Any Anambra man you employ as Anambra State Police can outperform federal police. He will make sure he defend his states. If you employ any Ogun State man as a police, well equipped, he's going to defend Egbado South, both Egbado West, Abeokuta area, Chagamu, everywhere. He will make sure that they will rid the whole land of Info, of Fulani, herdsmen. There will be no kidnapping on this road. They will make sure that they work well at the Bafo, Mowe, everywhere in Ogun State, because that state belongs to you. Nigeria is what belongs to everybody. That belongs to nobody. That's why you have the federal police coming short of their own policing responsibility. Policing responsibilities is less because Nigeria belongs to everybody. That's why if you go to most of their own establishment, Chinch, Bedbug, and Kwalekwata will bite you.
Okay.
No maintenance.
Thank you.
Okay,
Very much.
we needed it now.
Mazi, if we continue, like there's a gospel song, Iliashu, Iliamo, night will come, day will come, repeatedly, I will still be here.
Thank you so
much.
much.
It's nice having you on the program this morning. Yes, Mr. Nee, you are welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning. What's your take on this Nigerian state police issue?
Mr. Kadesh, good morning for having me. And good morning to all our beautiful viewers and listeners. Nigerians, why would you want to give birth on the same day your wife conceives?
I can be forced.
Why are Nigerians delusional? Why are Nigerians who have not learned to crawl always want to fly? Unfortunately, the man who just spoke, who took 30 minutes of our time, is misplacing his
No,
priority.
18 minutes. Let's be.
He spoke.
No, 18 minutes. I
Okay,
timed him.
it doesn't matter.
I
It doesn't matter.
timed him.
Mr. Kadesh,
Let's go ahead.
Mr. Kadesh.
Yes, let's go
he
ahead.
is supporting mispriority. Let me tell you, Nigeria is an entity with multi-ethnic people. In a situation where you start having state police, in a Yoruba land, all the Igbos in that land are in trouble. If we ever have an argument, let's say for instance in Ogba, right? And I know all the police are Yorubas, and the Igbo man has slapped the Yoruba man. Let me tell you, all the Igbos in the street are dead.
So you
But
mean
let me tell you what we should do. What do you want? Are you a federal state? Then why can't you tell your state governors to support local government autonomy first? Let me tell you, your state governors, when they ask them for local government autonomy, what did they do? Let me remind you, Mr. Kadesh, maybe you did not follow Nigerian politics before Buhari left. Buhari said that all the state governors said, no, we don't want local government autonomy. But today, Uzodimma is the loudest person asking for state governor. Don't you think there's a sinister agenda behind it? All the Fulani herdsmen in Anambra State today, if they see them with cow, all the Anambra policemen will finish them. Because they are Anambra men, if we have state police. Let me tell you, Nigeria likes to deceive itself. We don't have the capacity to manage state police as it is today. We must have our local government autonomy first. If you want to present yourself as a true federal state, you must have your local government police, you will have your state police, and then you have your federal police. That is the real deal, right? That is the real deal. And everybody will have its framework being cut out for him. But in this situation, you say you want state police. And why do you think the state governors are in support of it? Ask yourself that simple question. You are not in support of local government autonomy. Local government autonomy will have a direct impact on the people. It will have wait, Mr. Let me land. It will have a direct impact on everybody's life. You will see that insecurity will down automatically. The state governors will no longer be looting the local government, fiscal what's it called, share or allocation. But today they are using what we call jack, joint allocation. A local government will have maybe 20 billion, but the state governor will embezzle it. He will not give the local government chairman, take this 500 million, go and do something. The chairman himself will lose
100 million.
I'm just telling you. From 20, you don't even know.
That's quite high.
I'm using Lagos as a custody. I am losing. Let me tell you. If a state receives, do you want to listen to me? If a state receives 10 billion as allocation, after that 10 billion, 4 billion is going to the local government. But the state will do what? Will collect everything and give the chairman maybe 100 million. And then you have to ask, and then now the state governor is deceiving you. I was reading the comments. I was disappointed with all our viewers. They were all supporting the state police.
Why? It's their own opinion. So don't
yes, I know. I have my own opinion to say that I am disappointed.
Okay.
They equally have their own opinion to tell me they are disappointed in my own submission too. But the question is, you have to learn to crawl before you walk. We must learn to do the right thing. Enough of all these shenanigans. You don't have local government autonomy. You don't have the right things in place. You are not asking for state police. Where does it work? Who does that? I don't get to the major problem here. Nigerians are clannish. You cannot take that away from them. If we are having a conflict here whereby an Igbo and a Yoruba man are fighting, automatically you will see the Igbos will support the Igbos. People have to tell you the Yoruba will support the Yorubas. Because we are clannish. And in this situation, you want to have a state police.
So what you are saying in essence is that the state police will still plunge the country into more problems.
Undoubtedly. Let me tell you, we must have our local government autonomy first before anything that has to do with state police. Let me tell you, even in federal civil service, there is highly discrimination, whereby you see that in some levels, if you don't know how to speak Hausa, you cannot get there. In the Nigerian army, their official language is Hausa.
Former President Goodluck Jonathan, or Jonathan Goodluck as we call him, said there's no way Nigeria can have adequate security without state police.
The governor of the state. See, he was the governor of the state. What infrastructure did he put in place? See, when people are speaking, I don't like to speak about people who have pushed us into downdrafts. See, Jonathan is not someone we should call a hero of democracy, because Jonathan doesn't have the courage to correct the wrongs. People will always come. People are. I mean, like to look at the surface of things. Why Jonathan is telling you that state police is okay, blah blah blah, is Jonathan that did not summon the courage to implement confab. Jonathan had the opportunity to restructure this country. He didn't have the courage to do that. Right? Jonathan called for confab. He implement it. He could not do it. And then today you want us to take it more seriously.
Thank you very much. It's nice having you. Yes. Okay, let him come. Papa.
Okay, then yeah, come.
No. Okay, so what's your take on this police issues? Police, state police.
First things first, I am against state police. I've been saying it from the beginning. I'm against it. But let me go to a tragedy. Something tragedy happened in the East. People voted for a governor. According to the vote, there was number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Then a court decided to give number 4 the governor. That governor is not popular. People voted in the state. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Court give it number 4 position of the governor. Imagine give that governor state police. I'm talking about Governor Opuzodima. Imagine that governor has state police. Imagine that governor has police. Listen, even with federal police in this country, Jesus says, "Your neighbors are you shall know the truth, and you shall make you free." Even with federal police, Bello was meant to be arrested by the EFCC. Police that are guarding him as a police officer, you are supposed to be loyal to your country first before any governor. Only God knows what he has given to them. They could not even bring him out as a governor. Then he now took the ex-governor to drive all the way from Abuja to all the way from Kogi to Abuja to rescue him from EFCC. Now imagine that there was all the state police. That means that all the former governors, we know who they are. I've only said this. You see, former governors in Nigeria, they have more dictatorial tendencies than the presidents, all the former presidents. Yes, all former governors. I'm afraid of them more than all our presidents. You see, if there is okay, every time, let me use local example. Every time there's local government election, have you ever seen opposition win before? Even if the winning party in that state, even if they bring a cow, that cow will win a human being. Even if local government election in anywhere in Nigeria, even if they bring a goat, the winning party, and the other party they bring the best candidate, that only party must win, because that electoral commission is under the state, or is under the state. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't have a state police whereby first things first, where is funding for the police? We saw how the army, 2 army now they've been dismissed. They had to steal cables from Dangote refinery because they are not well paid. So how will a state like Zamfara, Ekiti State, how are they going to pay state police whereby even civil servants are here to be paid? You understand? You can't jump anything. Before you have a state police in everywhere, that place must be a nation. Nigeria is just a geographical entity, it's not a nation.
Okay, yes, these people advocating for state police are saying because of the case of kidnapping, terrorism, banditry, we need state police to be able to tackle some of these challenges. Now, without state police, what other area do you think these things, what other idea do you think the government can come up with that can help tackle some of these challenges?
Number one, we're talking about remuneration.
Remuneration.
Yes, the police that we have now, you see, funny enough, whenever the same police that you are complaining about, whenever they go out of Nigeria to do peacekeeping mission, they are always awarded as one of the best. And in the same country, when they come back, they do worse. What is the reason why? How much is their salary? How much is their salary here? Number two, on what condition that will make you a police officer? You know, in Nigeria, for you to be something, you must know somebody. It's not by your abilities. I'm talking about even majority of the agencies in Nigeria. You must know somebody to become anything in Nigeria.
Whether you are good or not.
Whether you are good or not. Understand? So if you are paying them well, and your ability can make you a police officer, for example. Number three, we are talking about their welfare and their pension. You are a serving police officer now. You are seeing the former previous officers. They are living in penury. They are suffering. What are you going to do as a human being? It's not to fight for you are going to collect now in Nigeria. You understand? So what I'm seeing is just people. You know, in Nigeria, we always push the cart before the horse. You understand what I'm trying to say? You can't see. Things are not. You have to make sure that. First is first, sir. State police can only work, sir, in a nation. Let me give you an example. In Lagos here, you saw the elections. You saw how there was deliberate in Lagos here. First is first for traditional rulers that they brought sacrifice that people should not come out and vote. After 1 year of the sacrifice, now you have not seen another one again. Does it mean that only that sacrifice is meant for election? Number one. Number two, we saw how people from different tribes, I don't want to mention tribes, they say I'm an Igbo person. They didn't allow them to vote do this Lagos election. Imagine that now that the state, that there was state police. What's going to become of those people? Number three, there will not be opposition in Nigeria. In Lagos, no, in different states in Nigeria, where there's state police, opposition will be clamped down. The same thing you are seeing in local government election, that there's no way you do. A goat will win a human being in local government election. That's what you see. That when there's state police, opposition will end. The governor will be in charge of the. I'll give you an example. Imagine that suppose like Opus Odima is in charge of the state police. Look at Wike's tendencies. Wike that you will see talking to his own traditional rulers. He was talking to them, he was pointing at them, his own traditional rulers. His own king. You. Talking to them like a child. And when they went to go and meet the Fulani Sultan, he bowed down. Imagine that one as the state police. You understand? These are the things. See, in Nigeria, we don't. Sometimes it's just emotion. I'm not against it, state police, but you should be prepared for it. You're not prepared. You can't just wake up. See, anytime a state governor, anytime they support something, it means that this thing is for them. Till tomorrow in Nigeria, there's no local government autonomy. Till tomorrow in Nigeria, federal government sets some amount of money to give a local government chairman. The money given to them is not what they will sign.
Okay, before you go, you said something that Nigerian police, when they go on a peacekeeping mission,
yes,
they do well.
The same police, yes.
Do they give them extra salary for going to do that?
No. That's my thing.
So why would they now look back at home and not do well?
No, because I said the financial incentive.
So that means they purposely do what they do in Nigeria. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, now. No. They are going to do it. You understand?
They are not getting extra pay for doing peacekeeping mission.
No.
Where they get awards.
No. There's you can't leave your country and do peacekeeping mission without not getting something extra. I spoke about their salary. I said their salary in Nigeria. Go and ask the constable how much is he earning, and compare to what the economy is saying now. Sometimes their salary cannot buy a bag of rice. You understand? No, that is reality. Where there is no finance, there can't be romance. You understand what I'm saying?
Where
so
there's no finance,
they cannot be romance. You cannot even go back to your wife and she'll be happy with you.
Thank you very much. Not yet, sir. Not yet, sir. Because people have been here before you came. That was why you. Why did you not leave? You there here now. You not left. No, he couldn't have come now.
This man don't date.
Okay, after him you have to come. Sorry, Mr. Felix. Yes, good morning. You're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Yeah, a lot of things are going on according to this state police issue. What's your take on it?
I personally still have reservations because of the kind of legislation that is going to accompany the innovation and the reform that is expected of the state police, and which is going to be another problem if there is no proper legislation. Because when you talk about security, Nigeria, as it stands today, is believed to be under-policed. I watched the likes of Jonathan, them, and the IG. Everybody came up with different views about state police. But the problem is that these are just components of restructuring we are talking about. Why are they taking it by piecemeal? Why are they chopping it one by one? Something that would... See, I'm a little bit disappointed by Jonathan completely. For Jonathan to come out, nobody's talking about restructuring, nobody's talking about this. All Jonathan could say is this and that, state police. That's when you see a child that have not taken bags for days, and when you want to bet the child, you use water to rub his belly. That's what they are. They are not honest. They are not serious. Bro, do you know what they are talking about, state police? It's corruption. They want to see how they can, continue the trend. But look at the structure of the Nigerian police as it stands now. Apart from the command and control, it is almost like what we are going to have at the end of the day. Can state police go inside the farm where women and children and men are being killed? No, bro, I want to understand. Are they trying to let us understand that security is only for them? The Southwest alone has lost over 55,000 people to Fulani herdsmen. Even with the presence of Omoteku, they are still dying. Is Omoteku not a security
apparatus?
Bro, when you listen to them, when they sit down in their regalia and sit down, and you watch them from afar, you begin to look into them very well. Are they actually genuine? These guys, them, who are they? They are leaders, elites. Call them elites. Tinubu should act. Tinubu should get these things done. Tinubu, even Jonathan at the time when they have not come in a position of authority, all of them we are talking about restructuring of Nigeria. Local government autonomy. No, there's no local government in Nigeria again.
No grassroots governance.
And we want to see community policing. Is it not uniform? Fella said it. Not be to sew uniform, give them. What is the big deal about police in Nigeria? Is it not uniform? Fella said it now. Not be uniform. Not be tell of the Islam. Did they import it from heaven? Bros, why you there?
Okay, yes.
No,
you-
yes,
you said
I'm not
something.
finished.
Okay,
I'm not
please
finished.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is this: these things are just cosmetics approach, cosmetic approach. That's what we are talking about. You cannot be talking about light where there is darkness. Let us sit down and talk about the type of restructuring that accommodates state police, community policing. It accommodates them. Why are you not slicing it? You take it one by one so that people use it as an avenue to, move in funds. Then intimidate people at the same time. Where the governor will become in charge. With the governor, somebody that's in the farm, how many kilometers away that has security challenge will now wait for the governor. They will now ask you to fill their car, bring money for fuel, pay for sign for documents. But let me tell you the relationship of community policing with the community. How community police will help the community to commune and handle security issues. If in this environment alone, bro, I'm telling you the honest truth, those guys are not serious, so because they are refusing to, take, you know, have a proper foundation that can attract. Bro, there's nothing wrong with somebody coming from abroad and going to a local community to go and invest and open a very big company.
Okay.
Where he will have access to this guy here. How many people here? We are 20 in this community. Inside that 20, 2 have that legal power to police that environment. Knows when any particular person in the community, in the village, is going to the farm. How many of them that go on and go sit down there? We need to legislate this police issue, security, down to the village, community level. We are not the only governor go say, how many of you are there? I'm going to go decide.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael. It's nice having you. Yes, Mr. Akole, welcome to Bystanders this morning.
Yeah, it's a
What's
pleasure.
your take on this police state issue?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be here this morning, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad we are getting there bit by bit. And I want to say, state police, everybody is saying this morning. It has been happening. State police has been on ground for a while now. Because when you talk about the governors, who are the governors answerable to? Who are the people that are answerable to the governor? They are the police. The commissioner of police in every state is answerable to the governors. So definitely it's where the cash is that they, followed. And I can tell you, we are just talking state police. It's on ground already. Because
Why would you say it's on ground already?
Thank you very much. In every state, you have who they call commissioner of police. And commissioner of police gets his security vote, part of security vote from governors, for them to be able to be functional. And as it is, as I'm telling you, state police is already on ground. They've already kick-started it. And what I expect people to be hampering on is community police. Because community police is operation know your next neighbor. You are in the same community. You can be with a criminal for a year just to study him, or for some months to study him. You know this guy. This is the family house he came out from. This is the home he came out from. This is the area of the state or the community he came out from. But you're talking police, freedom, that sort of thing. Police are already working in conjunction with the governors. That's why governors have monopoly over the security in their state for now, I can tell you. And the dangerous thing again about the states, about the federal police that is always everywhere, is when there's crisis. Let's assume there's crisis in Ogba here now, and they need to, pull out some combat police to support them. You know that the commissioner of police does not have that right to order the troop to come out. You have to first of all radar the IG, Inspector General of Police in Abuja. That is why all what everybody is saying here is the decentralization of the country that will help us out. What I mean, under the decentralization of the country, you have your state police, you have your state autonomy, you have your, what's it called, the inputs of what you produce in your state. You only bring the the tax to the table of the federal. Then we will now weaken the federal at the top, so that everybody will not be jostling that you have to kill or you have to, before you can become a president. You have to kill, and mind you, our police are even vulnerable now as it is. They called some section SPU, that special protection unit. You, Mr. Kadesh, the handcuff, you have a right, if you have your money, you have access to those SPU. It's just to walk into police station and tell them.
What you said now, was it a mistake or was it intentional that if I have my money?
If you have your money, it's not a mistake. I'm telling you.
If I have my money.
Yeah, you can approach them any station there that you need security, police security. And you are in the country now, you just flew into
Am
the
I
country.
supposed to? What are people who do not have money and they need this?
That's why they left them to insecurity, the prone of insecurity. That's why that's why I've said it all. That community police is the basic thing we need, because in your community, it's going to be a member of your community that will be policing that community, and you must know each other. You must know the family house that the criminal come out. You must know the family house, or you must know the parents of those people committing in that community. So it's not a rocket science we are talking now. Forget about what he's saying. And yesterday, I made mention. I said we need that confirm, and that confirm that we still hiding from is what is happening now. And thank God, Mr. Jonathan is still going to be chairman of the conference that they will be having now, because he is the one that initiated it, and he will be the one. I was saying yesterday, you were saying what concerns Jonathan. It's concerning. It was the one that initiated it, and he will have more input on what he initiated.
Did you hear what Jonathan said yesterday in that security dialogue meeting?
Yeah, what did he say?
He said he was invited a day before that event.
He was invited.
He got the invite a day, which was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
So if they are taking him very serious, they would have invited. Did they plan that meeting in 1 day?
Yeah, well, a day or 2 days. What is meant to be discussed within 30 minutes doesn't require a day. And all what he has in that archive with the national confab that he did is still in his memory. He doesn't need to, just to, he knows the mistake, and thank you very much. So it's not just a rocket science. He knows why he gathered the wise men of that time. I could remember there was one professor, former external affairs minister, Akinyemi, Professor Akinyemi, who happens to be somebody I've met once. I'm very full of knowledge. When you talk of full of knowledge, he was working with Nigerian international affairs. Yeah, then. So to me, hello for Kobale, state police or no state police, decentralization is coming, and under which all the state police will still come up. Right?
So now we're not right for state police. Is that what you're saying? That we should go and relax. We don't need state police now.
For now, the state police is already on ground, even on ground now.
Do you know that if the governor of the state calls the commissioner of police and the IG orders the commissioner of police, who do you think the commissioner will answer?
I can tell you that is if that governor is not at par or is not in good record of the presidency. That is when the IG. I know what you say. The governor will answer the IG. But the IG and the governors, they are in tune because all of them still report to Abuja. They still have houses in Abuja. They stay most times in Abuja when they are looking for the, what's it called? The allocations. So what I'm saying now, all these things we have been clamoring for, we want is
You have
on
not
this
answered that
already.
question. I say if IG called Commissioner of Police to meet me at 2 p.m. And Governor calls Commissioner of Police, meet me at 2 p.m.
It will
Who
be
do you
the
think
the IG, because the IG is the supremo.
So why
of,
do you now say we have started practicing?
we have started practicing police, state police already? Is because majority of the police commissioners, they are in align with the governors on grant. It's not a new thing. I'm just shocked that maybe you people, you are not a foreigner. I will have said maybe you are straight to what I'm saying. I mean, as Lagos is now, the Mr. Fashola or Mr. what's it called, Mr. Sanwo-Olu, he has his own package that goes to the to the Commission of Police.
Legal package.
You say what?
Legal package.
Legal package is package. Cash package. I'm talking of to maintain.
Is it legal?
Then,
The constitutional
then you will now go into the constitution and correct those things.
You know, I am not part of this government. You are a part of the government.
They will tell you is to cushion the effects of the police, the operational of the police from their own security votes. You know, they have the stake in that. So to me, it will dictate the tune. It will dictate the tune. It will dictate the piper, dictate the tune. So the Commissioner of Police will be more loyal to governor because he knows it's not only himself. Because in Lagos generally they have the security council meeting in which the chief naval officer that is the head in Lagos will represent. You have the what's it called the army. You have the police. You have the top hierarchy, the DSS. All of them they assembled in Alausa or Marina House for state security meeting. And Lagos is exceptional. If only other states can be doing that, I think we will have less insecurity than what we are having now. The other states, they should emulate what Lagos is doing. Kudos to you. And I'm happy to be here.
No, please let me quickly have him.
You know they talk on time. You go analyze too much. This Mr. Martin.
He has never taken our time.
No,
He has never taken our time. He has never taken our time. He has never taken our time. Pastor Matthew, you're welcome to Bystanders this morning. Quickly, because of our time, can also talk about how Naira emerged world best performing currency.
But I think because I think what is happening to Naira is artificial. It's artificial because I've taken time to go through what he has said. How he started by saying that the first thing he did was to build confidence. He talked about interaction with foreign investors. That is expected. He talked about the backlog of dollar debt he met, about $7 billion US.
Yeah, the backlog.
Don't forget that the success we are recording didn't come until we borrowed the 3.3 billion US. And we've been drawing that money since January. Perhaps the last tranche is coming this month. So it is not as if we are growing. It's not as if we are growing the economy. It's not as if we are earning that money through our productivity to meet our dollar obligation. Don't forget that as we speak, the Minister of Finance have said about 2 days ago that we have secured a $3.1 billion US from World Bank, which is said is a loan of 40 years, and a house moratorium of 10 years. So what I'm trying to say in essence is we should think out of the box, how to earn rather than to borrow to meet our dollar obligation. And the reason we are not seeing correspondence price reduction with respect to as exchange rate is coming down is not far-fetched, because we are not producing, we are not earning those the money from production. It is money we are borrowing. As we are ending this regime of that 3.3 billion, US dollar from Afrexim Bank. We are now getting another one from World Bank. So it's a kind of, you are mortgaging the life of Nigerians yet unborn. Let us think out of the box. How do we grow our economy? How do we produce beyond borrowing to meet our dollar obligation? So I think Cardoso should emphasize on this money we are getting from Afrexim Bank and World Bank. So let him tell us what impact is that money having in the economy, in the exchange rates.
But he said he has gained a whopping 45%.
No, you are not getting what I'm saying. I'm challenging you to approach Cardoso to tell us the impact of the money we borrowed from Afrexim Bank and this one that is coming from World Bank. What impact is it having on our exchange
on the
rates?
natural, on the exchange rate?
Yes, no, I want you to put the question to him.
No, he's hearing you.
I want to talk.
He's hearing you. He's hearing you. Let this man finish what he's saying. So, he's hearing you.
That's because I wanted you to go further to do your investigative journalism. Maybe you seek audience with him. Let us tell the world why, not why anyway, the impact, the money from Afrexim Bank and the one that is coming from World Bank, the impact is having on our exchange rate. Or does it mean it doesn't have any impact?
Of course.
Let us know, because by the time you are now talking about your strategy, because you cannot be putting the life of everybody in bondage with borrowing. I know what the Bible talk about when you are a debtor. So you cannot be putting the life of everybody in bondage, borrowing to address our immediate need. And you are telling us your strategy is working. Look at the one they borrow from Afrexim Bank. We are paying with about 164.25
You have always talked about the
million.
Afrexim
No, I'm
Bank.
telling you the implication.
Yes.
We are paying with about 164.25 million barrels.
But one way or the other, these had little impact on the naira. At least better than it was.
What I'm saying is, naturally, you produce, you export to earn foreign exchange. I will agree with anybody that it will not come one day. The currency, the naira should not, you not expect it to appreciate in one day. But let us see conscious effort. No, what I'm saying is, let us see conscious effort from federal government with respect to moving towards production.
Production, exportation.
I understand the argument of government with trying to ramp up oil production, but we should not restrict our economy to oil because we have been operating on mono economy for a long time, and we want to think outside the box. So what I'm saying in essence is, let us see that conscious effort from government to diversify the economy so that we start earning enough to meet our dollar need, so that we can discourage this mentality idea of borrowing. We are now rejoicing that we are going to get 1% interest loan from World Bank.
According to what Mr. Odolade said here, he said every country borrows.
I'm not arguing that.
But it's
the purpose for the borrowing is the issue.
They use the borrowing to do. So what you are saying now is that this borrowing,
we are borrowing to solve our debt burden.
To solve another borrowing issue.
And we are not borrowing it to improve, maybe to build our infrastructure. Because normally, if you borrow to build infrastructure, you borrow to build develop your production sector, you are expecting that venture will earn you money to recoup your money you borrow and even leverage on it to get more money. But this time around, the money we borrow, the liquidity we are getting in terms of dollar to inject into our own economy is solving immediate problem to stabilize our exchange rate. But is it sustainable? Because if you are not earning genuinely through your production to sustain that tempo, if you finish that money you are borrowing, how do you hope to sustain it? Now, we are drawing the last tranche of the one from Afrexim Bank. They have rushed to World Bank to borrow another one. So does it mean after that, we are going to borrow another one? Because since you have a moratorium of 10 years, if Eturubu rule for 8 years, it means he's not even going to pay that money all his life, all the lifetime of his administration. So you are not borrowing for even Nigerian yet unborn because you have a period of 40 years. I mean that loan. So that's what I'm saying. Let us start producing so that even if this money we are borrowing, the lifetime of that money ends. we can continue sustaining the gain we are getting in
Yes.
terms of appreciation of naira.
Appreciation of Naira. Thank you very much, Pastor Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
Nice having you
Thank you for
on
having
the
me.
program. Yes, Oluwawan, in 5 minutes because our time is fast.
No 5 minutes here. God will bless your life. Good morning first. And good morning to my viewers, Hope and Diaspora. Anywhere you are listening to us and you are hearing our word, but you are in Nigeria.
Yes.
We are talking about Nigeria.
Yes.
And Nigeria must be flexible again. One day, we will become the giant again. Our misunderstanding must be reality. It must come to pass because God live. Because we scatter because we are not happy with ourselves. And God will make us happy again. In Jesus' name. It's through Jesus Christ. It's through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Amen.
So,
In the name of Almighty God.
let's quickly let's look at this issue of state police. What's your
See, state police or no state police, the environment is not clear for the state police. What about the police?
what
What about the police? Police exists.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you all create state police? Because they don't exist. You are self-failure already. Why will create another failure? It's difficult to accept it.
So you mean
No, reality. The whole world know Nigeria is not capable. Where the police that is on ground? Are they doing their work?
So,
Okay, now because they don't do their work, why will create state police? What not state police? Okay, they will wear uniform again. They will create uniform again. Okay, now be uniform. Which organization? Which department? Which command? Where are they? See, let me tell you one thing. Government restructuring Nigeria, let Nigeria eat and let Nigeria live. And let Nigeria live as a God house. Nigeria is not living as a God house. The day when Nigeria will live as a God house, Nigeria will be giant forevermore.
so you do not support state police.
See, their vagabond talk that was not existed to talk. Because of what you want to eat for backyard, you now bring up opposing so. Fella, my adopted father, late, God bless him. He said, my friend, are you hearing me? He said, my friend, make you no follow book. Look, come and go your way. Look, come and go your way. Why say police? Okay, federal police is not relevant. See, Nigeria is a country of all of us. But now, because of the people that believe that say they want to make our pocket, make what belongs to you and I. What belongs to you and I? What really belongs to you and I is what created. God have deposited in this land to bring it out to survive me and you. For future will become. Why? They lie. Governor, they are thief. Where is the security after budget allowance? After their house money every month, they bring another money as a security
votes.
another billion. Okay, where is the truth there? Where is the truth home there? Now, say state police, all of them is the fundamental criminality home of the fraudster, gangster. They live in the government house. And God will erase them home. Because you and I, we must see Nigeria again. All of them, the whole world. Nigeria is the greatest home in the world. Because God was alive. He lived in majesty. What a great God you are.
Thank you, Pastor.
He's a great God.
Thank you, Pastor.
If me and you go great again, Nigeria will great. All those say police is a inferior talk. Where is Boko Haram situation? Is it solved?
It's not solved yet.
Okay, why are you bringing police? Why is it not say police?
So, in state policing and community policing, which one would you prefer?
See, let me let you to know that state policing and community policing, let there be a reality in the system of the government. Let the truth come outside. The truth will solve all the problems. But the truth is not there. Why are you creating things that your truth never come to pass?
Thank you very much.
It's solving no more.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oluwawan.
God bless your life.
Yes, Mr. Felix Osage, you're welcome to Bystanders this morning.
I actually accept what Oluwa has actually said, because when we don't choose the right people, we will get the wrong results. What is happening to the police. If they create a state police, it will be the same thing. It will even be more worse. I want to say this, that the state police for now they should look at it holistically.
Holistically.
Because number one, the so-called APC government, when they did that confab, you understand, when Jonathan lost that election, Jonathan gave that confab everything to President Muhammadu Buhari, that this is what the Nigerian citizen has agreed, that if they can agree to this, the country will move forward. What did President Muhammadu Buhari do? He kept it aside. Now, when Buhari was leaving, he did not hand over those documents to
the new president.
To the new president. Now, from part of it, they are now calling Jonathan that he should come. They are just playing. They are playing the Nigerian citizen. They are playing. When they were doing this confab, it was only APC among all the people that it was only APC government that did not get themselves involved. I stand to be corrected on this platform. APC government did not participate, and now they want to begin to push the whole thing.
Was Segun Oshoba not part of those who attended the confab at that time?
I'm talking about APC as a party.
Olusegun Oshoba was a member of the APC.
He was a member of PDP before he
Olusegun member. He was never a PDP member. He started from AD, and as the party was metamorphosing, he still goes with the party.
I want to ask this question. During the confab, was he part of them?
That's why I'm asking. I said Olusegun Oshoba was a part.
I
And
don't
some
think
APC members.
None of the APC members. I remember when Jonathan came out.
Please go ahead.
I remember when Jonathan came out.
Please go ahead.
Jonathan came out and said, why this report that this government and one that are preaching change are not part of this confab report. I want to say this. This government is playing Nigerian citizens. They are not ready to do anything. I want to say this. The state policing and the rest will not work.
Okay, now, how are you sure that Buhari didn't hand over the confab reports to Tinubu? Maybe because he didn't see the ceremony, like Jonathan did.
See, I will ask the viewer. When Jonathan was handing over the confab report, to Buhari, it was televised live. Now, Tinubu knows about it, and since that this man ignored part of it, he went to what do they call it? Tinubu he went through it and saw that all these things, these people, they are reality and confirmed things that can solve issues. I want to say this that this government is not ready to do anything, and this government is not ready to take us anywhere. Just as Dr. Oluwa said, they are only trying to loot money and get themselves rich. That's my own humble take, sir.
Thank you very much. It's nice having you on the program. Okay, yes, come in. You're welcome to the program this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what can you say about the issue of state policing?
My name is Comrade Adedoyin. State policing is a good idea. But the but on ground is the federal police that we have now, they failed the government. Because if you watch from the advent of Jonathan regime to Muhammadu Buhari, they employ as many police officers As in, the number of police officers we have in Nigeria have increased. And many of us who've heard in the news, they've increased their allowance, they've increased their salary. Why are they not functioning? That's the question we should ask. Why are they not functioning? Buhari spent 8 years in government.
Just believe that.
Buhari spent 8 years in government. Some of them, they took them outside to go and train. Why is the Nigerian police not functioning? Now, do you want this regime to continue with such mistakes? So, Jonathan regime increased the number of Nigerian police. Buhari regime increased the number of Nigerian police. And the IG is now saying that they want to perform. Why have they not been performing since?
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, sir.
You are from Ondo State.
Akure.
You are from Akure, Ondo State. As the governor of Ondo State, Ayedatiwa, has he met all the obligations of the people of the state of Ondo State?
Talking about Ayedatiwa, the way he came to power, I would say it's defined.
Maybe Ayedatiwa is just in a few months.
Yeah.
8 years of this party. 8 years of this party. Have they met the obligations of the people of Ondo State?
Akeredolu tried. Because before my mom died in November 11, I know how Akeredolu have been paying the pension. He did not own pension of most of the workers in Ondo State.
So everybody is enjoying him 100%.
But I mean Akeredolu. Do you know that it's Akeredolu that brought Amotekun?
Move closer, please.
It is Akeredolu that brought Amotekun. Even this state police we are talking about has already started from Akeredolu. If they endorse state police today in the whole Nigeria, Amotekun is the state police we are talking about.
No.
One way or the other.
Don't get
No,
us
I'm
wrong.
just saying.
You shouldn't say what you do.
I'm just saying. And neighborhood in Lagos State is another state police. The neighborhood. So when you're talking about Ondo State, Akeredolu has brought development to Ondo State. But let's give Ayedatiwa chance.
That's not what we're talking about now. We're talking about the fact that you said the police, we should give them chance to do this, to do that. And I said, because you said something about the Nigerian police not doing what they are supposed to do.
Sir, let me let you know this.
Yeah.
Look at what happened in this Lagos State alone.
Yeah.
You will see a policeman, he will hide in corner like this. He will grab a Okada just to exploit. Is that what they gave to them?
So you prefer the state police?
No, sir. I'm going somewhere, sir.
Yeah.
This same police, they know those who are buying this Okada in large quantity to Nigeria. Why can't they go to those stores and see it? I want you to go to all the police stations in Lagos State. All these police, they will just hide in the corner. They are praying for the citizens of Nigeria to make mistakes. The Nigerian police that we have now, they pray for the citizens of Nigeria to make mistakes so that they can exploit. This government has failed. This particular police in Nigeria, since Jonathan Egypt till now, everybody is watching all over the world. You have failed. I wanted to share a questionnaire around the whole Lagos State. Let people say something about Lagos State police alone. You will see the shit they are doing. I once have a problem with police in Lagos State, in Yanoba.
Do you want to share?
I will share it online. Jafo,
authority.
the Oba,
Yeah.
the palace heard about it. The valley of Ipaye, where I was doing shawarma, heard about the same problem.
Can you just tell us the story quickly?
I will just share this about it. There is a man who came to my place who put on army clothes that he want to buy shawarma. That I should give him free shawarma. Fine, I gave the man free shawarma. But at the end of the day, I never know what happened at the back. That they have to call the man unknown army. There is a particular army at that particular scene who look at the dressing of the man, who realize that this man is not original army. At the end of the day, those army took him to barrack. After taking him to barrack, do you know what happens?
Unless you tell us.
At the end of the day, after 1 week, he now came back to me and said, "You, this guy, this Shahama, you sent army to me to arrest me. They collected my venture, they collected everything from me. So you are the one that sent people to come and collect. And this man, this person that called himself army, Aja police. There's a particular police station in Iyanobaje. This particular army is Aja. Is Aja. He used to work with the former SARS. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the particular DPO of that particular place come to that particular issue that they have to call me. At the end of the day, the revelation got open that that particular man was lying, and this man is working with Lagos police, and he's not even a police officer. He's not even an army. He's only wearing uniform. So naturally, sir, Nigerian police, Nigeria have given them a lot of time. We've given them a lot of chance. We try our best for them. We pray for them in church. We pray for them in mosque.
So what you're saying,
for them to perform,
what you're saying now is that even your state Ondo can handle state police at this time.
Sir. This state police we are talking about,
Can your state handle state police?
With what Amotekun has done.
Can your state handle state police now in terms of funds, equipment, and everything?
That is why the government of Nigeria need to look at this case holistically.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much. It's nice having you. Let's quickly have Mr. Edo Nobi Lagos.
So,
yes,
thank you very much.
Yes. I'm not going to ask you about state policing. Bobrisky has appealed his judgment in court.
Why is he appealing?
Why is she? You said
she should spend the 6 months to serve the tenant to other people. I know a lot of people have been spending money, including the senator. I saw them for social Facebook. EFCC have a lot of work to do. Not only EFCC, we have police there, we have other agencies there. They should do their work. They should not leave everything for EFCC. I get me. It should serve. That's the problem we have. When a billionaire, when a court jail one billionaire, they will go to other court. That means judiciary is being messed up. It should remain there.
It should remain there.
Yes,
but he has a right to appeal. He has a right. He has a right.
He has a right to appeal. By the time you appeal, before you know, just like Gandoje now, one court said he should vacate that office.
The other
Another
court
said
he should remain.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Are we going to move forward like that? And you want the police to work? When soldiers will arrest Boko Haram, at the end, another government will come say release them. Go and train them.
Okay.
It's wrong.
Okay, yeah. Something happened that something caught my attention. Somebody caught my attention, took my attention to it. When Bobrisky was arrested by EFCC, he carried something like a notice board on his chest with his name. When what's this other guy? This I don't know. Cubana, Chief Priest Cubana. When he was arrested, he wasn't given that thing to hold.
I will tell you, as one of the security experts, I don't know anything about security. When you go to SFU, Special Fraud Unit, if you go to EFCC, once you're a suspect, first of all, when you arrive, after statement, then they will take your camera.
Yes.
They will snap you. They will give you age, your offense, everything. Either you steal money or this, write it there. That's the first thing they first thought to do. I get it. Then when you be released, anybody that will stand for your pay, you have to stand with you. And they will still snap picture. I've done this several times to people.
But why didn't they snap Chief Priest Cubana?
I believe, I did not see the Facebook, I did not see anything. I believe because like this guy is a celebrity. Everything, So I believe they must have done that to him. I didn't know why I did not do it to him, but I didn't know. I've not seen the picture. EFCC